Hi friends, so today I'm going to share about Preparing Hearts for His Glory student notebook and how I set it up for this year. This is a little bit different than I've done it in the past. Before, I used to use just a regular sketchbook that we got at Hobby Lobby, and then I just have him separate it into the different categories, and this is for bigger, I couldn't find Preparing, I don't know where it's at. But this is, I would just have him do the notebooking pages on here, and this was with the old guide. So if you have the old guide, you don't need the new notebooking pages. They're nice. It does help streamline our day and makes it a little bit easier, especially for the kid who wants to like get it right, to make sure, even though there is no right way, but my son would like read the instructions and want to make sure that it looked exactly how it should. Having notebooking pages has helped for them. So this notebook is for the newest guide that they have released. I actually used the exchange program this year and purchased the new guides. So this is just a 1.5 inch binder that I have. If you watched my Bigger Hearts for His Glory, that's what I also used for that binder as well. I just find like it's a good size. 2 inch feels really big, and 1 inch isn't big enough, but 1.5 seems to work. So this is just his history for this year. So this is how we have set it up, and he did these himself. He just wanted to. This is independent history, narrations, then vocab, and finally timeline. The timeline instructions do have you cut it out, but he just wants to keep it in the notebook, and I'm okay with that. At this point, he kind of knows what he enjoys or the way that he likes things, and I'm fine with that. So we've just put them all in page protectors. And he's already done the first few units of it at the end of last year. We kind of started it. So these were just some of his work that he's done for the first, I think we did the first 2 units. So these are the independent history pages. We've separated it, and the narrations is the next category. I have 2 complaints. One is that the writing space is really small. So he wanted to write some, or he felt like he couldn't fit what he wanted to say in here. So you would just have him maybe write on a separate sheet of paper and kind of add it behind it, or on a composition notebook, whatever they feel like they want to do. Also, whatever pages that they are made out of, they're kind of difficult to write on sometimes. So I find that a mechanical pencil works best if they're going to use a pencil. Sharpies work fine, and a ballpoint pen. A gel pen's going to smear, and a marker's going to smear, but anything permanent should work fine on these pages, as well as a mechanical pencil. So then this is vocabulary. And these are, I actually really like these too. These are nice to have, to keep all their stuff in one place. And it already has all the words written out for them, so they know what they have to look up. And then these are the timeline cards, like I said. So these are supposed to be cut out, and then I think you make like a line of them, but he just wants to keep them together, which is okay with me. So those are those portions. Now for everything else, we are going to use, so for Rod and Staff English, or anything else that he may need to write, we're going to use this composition notebook. I buy my kids a composition notebook every year, and that's what we use for any of our writing materials that are not used as a part of history. I think there are poetry writings, weekly poetry writings that we will use the composition notebook for, and then Rod and Staff that we will use it for. And then finally, I created science notebooking pages for him. Again, this is just to help streamline our year, to make it easier so he can just open it up and add whatever he needs to. He'll still follow the instructions in the guide. This doesn't take place of that. It's just takes place of him setting up the page. So this is what the inside of it looks like that I created. My husband bought me a binding machine for Christmas last year, so I've had a lot of fun with that this year, although that page is sticky now. So this is what they look like, and I tried to leave as much of it as possible for him to do on his own. So he's going to write the Bible verse, he's going to draw the picture, it's just the page is available, it's there for him. So it also helps keep all of our stuff in one place, because at the end of the year I will bind all these things together in one big, and then we'll just keep that as our keepsake. So that's how we're setting up our Preparing Hearts for His Glory for this year. If you have any questions, you can leave comments below, or you can go over to my Instagram page. You can message me there or over at the blog. So I thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a good day.